and welcome to yet another exciting edition of Trendz Travel. As usual, I'm your host Eloise Goebel, and today we find ourselves in Rosebank at the Goodman Gallery, where we are privy to Samson Kambalu's second solo exhibition with the gallery. Now, speaking of beautiful things to look at, we head to Cape Town where we get more acquainted with the city and its magnificent sights aboard one of its most convenient and relaxed modes of transportation. Hopping onto one of the open-top red buses is the best way to explore the mother city, as Cape Town is affectionately known. With everyone on board and having taken their seats, the bus is now on the move. We're all ready for an exciting tour. And it is quite true that you can see Table Mountain from almost anywhere in Cape Town. The city tour to Table Mountain is the flagship tour in Cape Town. First things first, passing the waterfront at this height, you get to see what looks like an old ship's graveyard, or maybe they are just getting a revamp. This seems to be the perfect place for my first selfie. This tour is more like a living tour, as each time you take it, you will discover and see things you didn't before. Like this entourage of sports cars zipping through traffic, letting you know that Cape Town is not your average city. We make our way down Long Street, which during the day looks like any other street, but at night it is the hub of nightlife. The further you go, the more scenic and curvy the route becomes. The infamous Cape Wind has joined along for the ride as we make our way to Table Mountain. If you're ever in Cape Town, one of the things that you absolutely have to do is the red bus city sightseeing tours. It's these red buses with the open tops that take you all throughout Cape Town, and we started our journey at the V&A waterfront, and our first stop is right here at Table Mountain. On my left you'll see Table Mountain, but if you look on your right you can see all of Cape Town as far as it stretches. Now, there are three options that you can take. You can take the red tour, the blue tour, or the yellow tour. Now, we're on the red tour, which starts at Table Mountain. The blue tour is the Peninsula tour, and I'll tell you a little later what the yellow tour is all about. Back down the mountain and on the road again, it seems we have driven from sunny summer straight into a wintry fog. Yes, the mother city definitely has all four seasons in one day. Upmarket Camps Bay is next, known for its white sand, natural rock swimming pool and views of the 12 Apostle Mountains. It is a beautiful beach, but not known too much for swimming, rather for sunbathing as the water is icy. Our second stop is Camps Bay right here, one of the most beautiful beaches in the world, and it has been likened to beaches such as Miami. Now, Cape Town is also infamous for the fact that it has four seasons in one. Earlier we were up on Table Mountain, it was really, really hot, but coming down it has become a little bit colder, so I don't know how everyone's on the beach, but they are. This is Cape Town after all. From here, the drive is uber scenic, flooded with beachfront images and amazing ocean views. It's no wonder that this particular area of Cape Town is retirement goals. With over 30 stops and taking you to over 50 of Cape Town's top attractions, the bus allows you to hop on and hop off at your leisure. So without giving too much away, we take you back to where we first started. Now guys, we've just ended our tour. We've come all the way back to the V&A waterfront right here in Cape Town. The tour in and of itself is not a very long tour depending how much stops you take, but all in all there are roughly about 27 stops with all three tours. The one I told you about, the yellow one, is actually the downtown tour where you can see District 6. There's also a purple tour which takes you on the Wineland routes. So when you come down to Cape Town, don't forget that you absolutely have to do one of these tours. It'll take you everywhere, it'll take you everything that you need to see, everything you need to do. So come down and do it, and that's me signing out. The fifth annual Fashion Without Borders fashion and lifestyle movement is fast becoming a showstopper in Africa, pulling the attention of fashion designers across the continent. Gathering in both South Africa and Botswana at least twice a year, it is fast becoming one of the biggest must-see events of the year, and of course, Trendz Travel was there.
Fashion, for many, is like music. It is a sentimental statement that breaks border lines and unites nations. One event proving this statement is the Fashion Without Borders event held annually in Botswana and South Africa.
The aim of Fashion Without Borders is basically to groom and train upcoming designers. So we're not really looking at your known names. We are trying to create a platform for those designers that don't know how to get there, to give them a chance to sort of get to your big fashion weeks.
Bakwena says Some of the challenges that upcoming fashion designers come across is working in isolation and not getting an opportunity to exchange ideas.
We work mostly in silos, and we want our fashion designers sort of to come together and know how to work together, because that's the only way we're going to improve our craftsmanship.
Fashion designers from different African countries attended the event. For most, it was their first time.
So this is my first time here in Botswana. This is my first time here in Fashion Without Borders. It's a fashion event, and I will meet another fashion designers from different parts of Africa, and I want to change experience with them. I want to learn more about fashion, about their culture.
I'm excited because I've been following it up for a long time on Facebook and social media, but this year I decided to just come and see what's going on and just learn from other designers and be part of this great initiative.
I'm from Zambia, by the way, so this is my first time coming here, so I really wanted to do this to learn what's happening outside Zambia, so that's why I'm here.
Some shared what fashion means in their countries.
In my country, fashion is not so big. You can make a design, but for you to grow as a brand, it would take a lot of work.
Fashion is evolving in our country. It's making big strides, and Fashion Without Borders is a good opportunity for designers in general. As Levan said, we see this as an opportunity to break through in other markets like our neighboring South Africans, and we also want to pursue the market in overseas, but through these models of events.
Fashion in Africa, I think it's the future. If you look around the world of fashion right now, a lot of designers are basing their inspiration from Africa. So I think African fashion is the future.
Others say they themselves are the epitome of African fashion.
The majority of my style is African. I don't know if you can tell. The Ndebeles do this, the Maasai do this from Kenya, the South Africans do this, Amazulu, Natal do this, Namandebeleans, and it's not, I wouldn't say African, it's tribal. I love tribes. I love the Inca, I love the Mayans. I love those people who do tattoos here, who do the haka and play rugby from New Zealand. Just, tribal people, their style is so raw, so natural, and so pure. So anything I find, I can use.
Botswana's government is supporting the initiative.
That Fashion Without Borders, like as it says, it brings in designers from different countries. By so doing, we are even bringing in their people to our country. As they're coming here, they're spending money in our hotels and also in everything that they buy here. And also our designers, there's that skills exchange that they're doing, whereby what we are doing here is really being enhanced to another level. And as we have our fashion designers, we have participated in different international platforms. Like in South Africa, we have gone to AFI, we have gone to SA Fashion Week, and also we have gone even up to London Fashion Week and also New York Fashion Week.
A luxurious hotel in Botswana, the Grand Palm Hotel, is also playing a significant role in ensuring that this event grows.
Botswana takes pride in corporate social responsibility. As a growing initiative, Fashion Without Borders seemed like one of those that we wanted to be associated with. The Grand Palm itself has some sort of fashion affiliation with our wedding expo, and as such it made sense for us to collaborate with them.
Fashion Without Borders in Gaborone in Botswana has been held on the 4th to the 6th of April. It will be held in Johannesburg in September.
We'll be taking a short break, but while we do that, why don't you catch us on our Twitter and our Instagram pages? That's on Trendz on SABC using the hashtag SABC News.
The SABC News mobile app is your one-stop digital portal to all the news you need. Stay connected with the latest in breaking news. Watch the SABC News channel along with clips and live streams of all the big news events. and listen to all the SABC News radio stations live, including podcasts and much more. Simply download the SABC News app to your Android or iOS device from either the Play Store or the App Store. SABC News, independent, impartial.
Freedom Day is about having a voice. It's about dignity and respect. And most importantly, it's about being treated like a human being. SABC News celebrates 25 years of freedom.
Taking you across our beautiful continent is what we do best here on Trendz Travel, and this time Nadia takes us to the high-altitude, landlocked kingdom encircled by South Africa. Yes, you guessed it, we're back in Lesotho.
It's day 3 and people are still sleeping because they are tired from yesterday's grueling 61-kilometer walk. Well, I got up bright and early and found myself in this interesting place known as Hakome Caves. From here, we are off to Thaba Bosiu.
Sasilena Rikatela the last round, Erikadileng Thursday morning. So Sasilena Rikwa Mona Motu Madimo, Rea Thaba Bosiu, Momorana Mosheshe, unofficially day.
I did 3 can get to a bona where I said, but day 2 it was so much difficult because we work so many hours.
Hectic. Every part of my body right now is telling me that it exists. So it was tough, but it's been worth it so far.
How can I fella for the first day Mount Chisa? Utamo Waleva. Whatever Mount Chisa is standard. As into a manka pama. Abila, ki standard. So tell like I to say a Romala Utula. A caposho, Mutama to hire Chisa, also longer Gimus, Kimazimus. Ki standard. Good news, Kibono, the king is here with us today. And not like Katalorona for the first time. So it's a big day for us. It's a big day for us.
Lesotho, we love you. Your country is great. You guys, you don't know what you have. It's hiker's paradise. If you want to hike, Lesotho is a place to go.
It's probably because I didn't do yesterday due to an injury I've got in my knee, but other than that, I'm feeling great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm feeling great. I think I might just come back next year to settle some scores.
It is such a fantabulous experience. You have to be super fit. You have to be mentally fit. You have to have the will to do it. Otherwise, you won't survive the 3 days.
This is my first experience, but but I will encourage manga pabanga batlang to just come and be challenged.
They came to this place at night, and as they moved towards the place at night, they called it night, Thaba Bosiu. The sun was about to set as they walked towards it, Thaba Bosiu. There are many stories that are told about it. Thaba Bosiu, it looks like a hill in the day, it becomes a mountain in the night. Because of the uneasy access towards it, the way to get to the top of the mountain is not as easy as one would anticipate as they look at the size in the day, but it seems at night it's growing bigger. This is where the Basotho nation was made.
We have reached reached our final destination, Thaba Bosiu, which is where King Moshoeshoe settled and lived till his last days. He was laid to rest at the top of the mountain. May the spirit of unity continue to live within the Basotho people. And congratulations to everyone that finished the Moshoeshoe walk.
Nale bitsola ka ke mofai pelo ke nna motata isi tabeng tsena tsa botjhaba mona Tausi Cultural Village mona re bitsa Thakaneng mona e ne le sekolong sa banana mo baneng ba rutwa hore e be basadi ba nnete na ba ne ba etsa ntho jwang mme manne ko enwa ke mohatsa Morena Moshoeshoe wa bobedi ka ga batsadi ba ne ba 140 re legile ho bontsha bana ba baholo e le mme Mamohato le mme Manneko jwale mme Manneko ena e ne le mosadi wa Morena Moshoeshoe wa bobedi jwale mme Manneko ka lebaka la hore e ne le mofumahadi o na tshwanetse ho ba le matlo a morao re tla ba le ntlo ena e ka tla ba ka letsong le letona ntlo ena e ka letsong le letona ke yona ya mofumahadi ebe re tla ba le ntlo ena e hare ntlo ena e hare ke ya mafielo e leng basebeletsi ba mofumahadi ha re ya ka letsong le letshehadi ke ka moo mofumahadi a neng a beha dijo tse monate ha a phetse morena ka teng ke ntlonyana Morena Moshoeshoe ke hona mo Morena Moshoeshoe a neng a phomola teng he mona matwana e ga bonang a mabedi ana mona ke nyakeng tsa setso mona mo le bona mozulu ona o koba mona ke khotla ke sebaka se o ntate ba kopanelang teng e le o lokisa ditaba tsa motse.
The journey through the mountains of Lesotho all the way to the top of Thaba Bosiu is one I will never forget.
We have so much more coming up for you after the break, so don't go anywhere.
We're explorers. We always have been. Endlessly curious. Always looking for answers. For new frontiers. For new stories. Because that is who we are. From script to screen. From yelling action to taking you on a journey. Radio producers. Script writers. On-air presenters. News reporters. Sports analysts. We spend late nights creating captivating storylines and earlier mornings keeping you informed, educated, and entertained. For us, it's not a job, it's a calling. We do this and more because you do your part. SABC TV licenses, made possible by you.
Clientele Funeral Plans.
It's your final gift of love.
I chose a clientele funeral plan because it's affordable and suits my budget.
I chose clientele because they are an original. They've been around for a long time and I know within my family are in good hands.
I'm a farmer and I'm a businessman and I know a good deal when I see one. Clientele is a good deal.
Clientele is the name I trust.
SMS plan to 31043 and we'll call you back.
Vacation's all about winding down and relaxation, and that's exactly what we did in Langebaan. Except it was no spa days or lazy around the pool. No, this time we decided to de-stress with an early morning bike ride and some golf with the pro. Situated 120 kilometers north of Cape Town, just off the R27, you will find the quaint little town of Langebaan. Nestled in its serenity and tranquility is Langebaan Country Estate. Draped in greenery and overlooking the lagoon, these 450 hectares are the proud neighbor to the magnificently renowned West Coast National Park. This is our home for the next few days. Early sunrise and a bit of spare energy sees us starting our day off by first getting a bike, which is readily available at the estate, and then enjoying the fresh coastal air as we ride one of the many cycle trails across the estate.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is the one, guys. This is the one.
A drive through the residential area is picturesque, like one of those old black and white movies where milkmen still delivered the milk and neighbors still waved at each other. While still lost in my nostalgic picket fence moment, I suddenly find myself cycling right onto the golf course. The smell of the green grass, the glint of the sun as it lightly roasts on my skin, and the view of the golfers making their way across the green lets me know that you're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. There is a lovely wildness about this place, with a variety of buck species just wandering around like they own the place. It is here that I decide to slow it down and walk myself back to reality and get ready for our next activity. A quick shower later and we're back on the road again, coffee in hand and off to see the sights, quite literally. I am taken to the highest point of the estate by golf cart. Arriving at our destination, we are welcomed by this beauty as we look out on the property and the lagoon in all its majesty. Then it's off to the range where breakfast is served amidst not so subtle Gary Player quotes. And then it's time for a big surprise. Hey guys, it's me again, your hostess with the mostest, Eloise Scoble, and today I find myself at the driving range of the Langebaan Country Estate. Now, as the name suggests, it is in Langebaan, which is roughly 1.5 hours outside of Cape Town, and what makes this country estate so special is that it's built on an 18-hole golf course. Now, it's not just any golf course. This right here is a designer golf course designed by our very own Gary Player. Now, if you're an avid golf player, you'd know that a Gary Player designer golf course is one that you absolutely have to play on. And this one is called the Black Knight design. Now, I know I told you earlier that it has 18 holes, but it actually has 19. There's one very special hole for charity, and we'll chat about that later. Now, guys, I can't come all the way down here and not have a lesson, and that's exactly what I'm going to do with a PGA Pro. So let's go have a look. Good morning, Gavin.
Morning, how are you?
I'm well, and yourself?
Good.
Great, so what are we doing here today?
So today what we're gonna do, we're just gonna work on the basic stuff. So the normal posture, the setup, the grip and the alignment, and then we see what we can do for you to get you into a pro golfer.
So by next week this time I'll be pro golfing.
Now you're talking.
So Gavin, earlier I spoke to you and you said you're not a golf pro, you're a PGA pro. What's the difference?
Difference is that you get a playing pro and a teaching professional. So playing pros that you see on the TV.
My Tiger Woods.
There we go.
Okay.
And then myself, the teaching professional that teaches everybody that's starting to playing professional.
Okay, so before anything else, I actually have my golf attire on, as you can see.
All in one?
Yes, my all-in-one. It's a golf dress with the golf shirt.
There we go.
Lesson 1, under the belt.
Yeah. So the first thing, let's do the setup. So the setup, I've got an alignment stick here. So that's basically where you're aiming. Okay. So we want basically your feet, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, everything basically parallel to that line. Let's do that quickly. Set up to this ball here. It's set up here. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. So what we want the ball position on basically on the left ear for the iron, so that's good there. And then for posture wise and all that, we want to feel our back straight. So if you're going to stand up straight like that, we want our hands straight ahead. There we go. We just want to drop the club and then bend from this way down, from the hip joint forward. So you just want to bend with a straight back there. There we go, and just soften the knees a bit. There we go. There, that's the perfect golf posture. We've got the setup, we've got the posture. So now what we want to do basically the grip. So there's 3 kinds of grips. We've got the baseball grip, that's 10 fingers on the grip, like a baseball bat. Then there's the interlock where we do the index finger and the pinky, there we go. And then the overlap where the pinky is just overlapping in between the index finger and the middle finger. So let's grip it in the fingers. There we go, that's a good grip. To the, are you doing the interlock?
Yeah,
there we go. And there we go. That's the perfect grip that we can give you. So
admit it, I'm your best student ever.
there we go. And go that way. So if you want to give it a bash. Yeah. There we go. Well done. Well done. Yeah, and that's basically that.
That's it. Now it's time to just practice. And swing after swing, I'm addicted. Hitting small little yellow golf balls into oblivion as the sun sets over Langebaan. That's all we have here in this week's edition of Trendz Travel, coming to you from the Goodman collection, where we enjoyed the last day of Samson Kabala's collection. Their very next exhibition is Jabulani Dlamini, who showcases his series of photographs taken across the country and the continent. This is your homegirl Eloise signing out. See you again next week, same time, same place.